endorse this revolting sexism? Is it misogyny over merit in the Vadra Congress?
थोड़ी सी बात पता पड़ जाता है कौन फर्जी है कौन सही है। ये 100 टन माल है।
मैं क्या उसका नाम लूं? आप तो उसको मेरे से ज्यादा पहचानते हैं। आपको तो मुझे पहले ही सावधान कर देना चाहिए था। ये क्या आइटम है? ये क्या आइटम है?
Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Now, the crisis in the Congress party's Telangana unit seems to have deepened, with 13 leaders who had defected to the party from the TDP in the past announcing their resignations from party posts. The BJP has now hit out. In a tweet, the BJP's IT cell head Amit Malviya said, and I quote, "Telangana unit of the Congress is imploding. Legislators in poll-bound Meghalaya are resigning, but Rahul Gandhi is indulgent. He has embarked on a fanciful yatra and is playing the victim. I want to remind the Congress, Yuvraj, that you are an object of ridicule because of your own doing." Now, let's quickly go across to Aneri and get us more details about what's happening with the Congress party's Telangana unit. Aneri, good morning. Now, Aneri, what are you hearing in terms of why did these leaders actually quit their posts? We are given to understand, of course, that there might be a minor rebellion that's brewing within the Congress unit.
That's right, Nupur. We have been seeing that a few senior Congress leaders have now come together. They have been saying that there are a lot of outsiders who have been coming in into the party, and that is and the party is being formed with the outsiders. Well, outsiders, by saying outsiders, they mean that the recent leaders who have joined into the Congress party from the TDP. So now the senior Congress leaders say that they feel that they are being ignored, they are not being considered, and so now they have come up with this line of Save Congress, where we see that most of the senior leaders from the Telangana Congress, they have come together. They have been saying that the senior Congress leaders, the loyalists of the Congress party, are being ignored, and that is why we see that there is some sort of infighting which has come up. Well, not to forget Rahul Gandhi, who was last month here in Telangana as a part of Bharat Jodo Yatra, but then now, just days after that Bharat Jodo Yatra, which moved from Telangana, now we see that there is definitely a sort of revolt against the TPCC chief Revanth Reddy, and so we see that some kind of infighting. Well, not to forget, Telangana will also be going to polls next year. So now, very crucial elections where we see that where the Congress party stands also remains to be seen during that elections. But now, 13 leaders from the Congress party had resigned from their post of the PCC, and so now we have been seeing that there is an infighting sort of situation which has now erupted in the Telangana Congress, and BJP is hitting out at the Congress party, where they have been saying that they should rather focus on their party and then do all of this Bharat Jodo Yatra. And so, well, this is not the first time where we see that the Congress leaders have been coming up talking against the TPCC chief. Back then also there were a few leaders who were not really very happy with Revanth Reddy becoming the TPCC chief.
Aneri, what you're hearing in terms of where are these 13 leaders headed? Are they headed back perhaps to the TDP since they came from there, or are you hearing something else?
Well, Nupur, there is because they have written a resignation letter, but then what we are being told is that their resignation is not yet accepted. So we will have to wait and watch. But yes, these senior leaders, when we also happened to speak to a few of the senior Congress leaders, they said that they are talking. They are in also talks with the High Command, the AICC leaders, the top leaders of the Congress party. So we are expecting some sort of solution to be coming out of this. But yes, now we see that as of now, the current scenario is the 13 leaders have resigned from their post of PCC, and so now is this sort of infighting, or they are coming up with a revolt against Revanth Reddy? Further remains to be seen.
All right, Aneri Shah bringing us all those details from Hyderabad. Thank you very much for joining us for the moment. So as Aneri is pointing out, of course, trouble brewing for the Congress party in its Telangana unit. 13 of its senior leaders have resigned from their posts, but we are not very sure as to whether they are headed out of the party or they're still talking to the party's senior leadership. You are watching Republic TV. We slip into a very short break. On the other side, we bring you more news, including the BJP will be holding a parliamentary party meeting at 9:30 this morning. They will strategize on the remaining winter session. And the NIA charge sheet says radicals linked to the Tablighi Jamaat killed the Amravati pharmacist Kole to avenge the alleged dishonor of the Prophet.
Powered by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally. Tata Capital, Palak Jhapkao, Loan Pao. Century ProWood MDF, the wood of the future. Driven by Hyundai Service, AC care nowhere.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Why did life test me? Why did it try to crush me, shake me, break me? Why me? Because it knew if I could take this test, I could take anything and say, that was easy.
भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था में $1 ट्रिलियन का योगदान और देश की अर्थव्यवस्था में ग्रोथ इंजन के रूप में अपनी भूमिका का निर्वहन करने के हेतु प्रदेश सरकार यूपी ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर्स समिट 2023 का आयोजन कर रही है। आर्थिक विकास में तेज रफ्तार से आगे बढ़ रहे उत्तर प्रदेश में इस समिट के माध्यम से योगी सरकार ने 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए के निवेश का लक्ष्य रखा है।
ये है गेहूं। जब इसमें जुड़ता है रागी, जवार, बाजरा और मेथी तो बनता है हेल्दी मन्ना मल्टी मिलेट आटा। ये है बेहतर आटा।
Hey boss.
Rahul, how come you're here?
Boss, शाहरुख ने बताया. Wait up. Booking a car service.
Booking a service from here.
क्यों? तुझे शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया?
इसने पूछा ही नहीं. There's so much more जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया. It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
अरे आप इतनी दूर हमारे लिए?
आपकी मेहनत कहां से कहां पहुंच रही है? मैं आपके एक साइन के लिए यहाँ नहीं आ सकता? हो गया आपका अकाउंट ओपन.
हर बंद राह ओपन हो सकती है. लगता है सिर्फ दिल.
धन्यवाद.
एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन.
Your favorite service provider, Den, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call Den toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
स्मृति ईरानी केवल आती हैं, लटके झटके देकर चली जाती हैं। वो निश्चित तौर से गांधी परिवार की सीट है और रहेगी।
Smriti Irani hits back at the Congress party, dares Rahul Gandhi to contest in Amethi and not run to other seats. The BJP will be holding a parliamentary party meeting at 9:30. Strategy for the remaining winter session of Parliament is on agenda.
घर बनाए जा रहे हैं, तोपखाने, कारखाने सब बना रहे हैं। तो इसीलिए ये महत्व का मुद्दा है।
Mallikarjun Kharge attacks and insults the Prime Minister as the opposition continues politics over the Tawang in Parliament. NIA charge sheet says radicals linked to the Tablighi Jamaat killed Amravati pharmacist Koli to avenge alleged dishonor of the Prophet. After Meghalaya infighting intensifies in Telangana, Congress 13 members quit their posts. Welcome back. You are watching Republic TV. Now, another case similar to the Shraddha Walkar murder case from New Delhi has come to light in Jharkhand, where a tribal woman who eloped and married a man from the Muslim community was found killed and chopped into more than a dozen pieces. Here's a detailed report.
On 17 December 2022, a Jharkhand woman gets brutally killed by her own husband. The police has identified the man accused as Dildar Ansari. So far, 8 arrests have been made, which also includes Dildar's family. According to sources, the accused admitted to the police that he plotted to kill his wife in connivance with his family due to the constant pressure from them and the continuous fight between him and the victim.
आपसी फैमिली विवाद चल रहा था। इसी फैमिली विवाद के चलते इन लोगों ने एक साजिश के तहत उसकी हत्या कर दी और लाश को टुकड़े टुकड़े करके आंगनवाड़ी से जो इसके थाना से 500 गज की दूरी पे है वहाँ पर फेंक दिया।
Dildar further confessed in killing his wife and later chopped her body into pieces using an electric cutter. He later stored it inside black waste bags inside his residence. When the locals caught dogs feasting on the body parts, they immediately alerted the police. According to police officials, they have located at least 18 pieces of the body, while a search probe is underway to find the remaining. The incident, meanwhile, sparked a war of words between leaders of the opposition BJP and the ruling JMM-led Combine on Monday. Senior BJP leader puts blame on the Hemant Soren-headed government.
देखिए, सच्चाई यह है कि मैंने तो पहले भी विधानसभा के माध्यम से सरकार को सचेत किया था कि उस इलाके में लगातार बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठियों के द्वारा लगातार उनका कारण जनसंख्या बदल रही है। वहां इस प्रकार के पाशविक क्रूरता की घटनाएं बढ़ रही है और अभी जो दिलदार अंसारी ने एक आदिम जनजाति की बेटी को जिस प्रकार से एक क्रूरतम घटना किया है, एक विभत्स घटना को अंजाम दिया है, निश्चित रूप से यह झारखंड के लिए चिंता का जनक है और पूरे राज्य में इसका असर आने वाला समय में इसका असर पूरे राज्य में देखा जाएगा।
To which Chief Minister Hemant Soren said,
साहब की घटना क्यों? क्या दिल्ली में घटना नहीं घटा? क्या मध्य प्रदेश में घटना नहीं घटा? क्या यूपी में घटना नहीं घटते? कहाँ नहीं घटते? और निश्चित रूप से मुझे लगता है इस ऐसे आज के दिन में जो समाज में विकृतियां फैल रही हैं, ये हर समाज के लिए चिंता का विषय है।
Notably, BJP also urges the accused should be hanged.
आज हमारी बेटी सिराजी की बेटी किस तरह से मौत की ओर धकेल रहे हैं। जगह ने उसे उसके साथ अपराध किया जा रहा है और उसे हत्या कर दिया जा रहा है, लेकिन इसके बावजूद भी ये सरकार की आंख नहीं खुल रही है, कान से सुनाई नहीं पड़ रहा, मुंह से कुछ बोल नहीं रहे हैं और लगातार इसका बढ़ोतरी हो रहा है। इसका हम लोग विरोध में आज यहाँ धरना प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं।
Meanwhile, the deceased elder sister said that she feels threatened and suspects that the accused family would also try to kill the rest of her family too. The deceased family also demands capital punishment for the alleged accused. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Now, protests over the Allahabad University fee hike turned violent, with reports of arson and vandalism coming in from in and around the art campus.
Violent protest erupted on Monday in Prayagraj. This comes after a violent protest broke out on the Allahabad University campus over a fee hike. Arsons and vandalism came in from the arts campus. Bikes were lit on fire. Cars were damaged. Stones were pelted. This comes after former student leader Vivekananda Pathak was reported to have been manhandled by the university's security guards. According to sources, Vivekananda Pathak was stopped by the guards as he was trying to enter the university. Notably, the student leader approached for a physical fight with the guards, which escalated the protest and turned it into a violent one.
मिस्टर पाठक हैं जो कि पूर्व छात्र हैं। इनके द्वारा ये बताया गया है कि ये बैंक में किसी कार्य से आए थे और उसके दौरान इनकी कुछ गार्डों से कुछ कहासुनी हुई। जब प्रथम दृष्टया सूचना मिली थी तो सभी अधिकारियों के द्वारा मौके पर आके स्थिति को तत्काल नियंत्रित किया गया है। इनकी तहरीर जो है इसके ऊपर मुकदमा पंजीकृत करने की कार्रवाई, मेडिकल कराने की कार्रवाई जारी है। इसमें जो भी वीडियो फुटेजेस और अन्य इलेक्ट्रॉनिक साक्ष्य हमें प्राप्त होंगे उसके अनुसार आगे की कार्रवाई संपादित की जाएगी।
According to reports, several students and policemen were injured in the clash. Some students have been protesting for the past several months over the fee hike in the university. Meanwhile, in a statement, the university's administration claimed that unknown elements broke open the locks of the university gates and that led to the violence between them and the guards. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
In fact, we are now getting in news from Uttar Pradesh's Sitapur, where a couple has been arrested for over allegations of mass conversion. Now, we're given to understand that 4 Brazilian nationals were also arrested. About 200 people were involved in the propagation of Christianity. The police arrested the couple from the village.
कल एक जानकारी थानाध्यक्ष दर्पण के पास आई थी अपराह्न के समय कि एक शाहबाजपुर गांव है, वहां पे कुछ लोग आकर के और एक कम्युनिकेशन कर रहे हैं जिनमें 4 लोग विदेशी हैं और उनको गाँव वालों ने घेर रखा है। हमारी पुलिस तत्काल मौके पे गई थी, उन्होंने सबको रेस्क्यू करके लाया गया था, जिनमें 2 भारतीय थे। एक का नाम डेविड स्थाना था जो मूलतः जौनपुर जनपद का निवासी है, वर्तमान में लखनऊ रहते हैं, और एक पास्टर है वो, उनकी पत्नी रोहिणी स्थाना भी है जो मूलतः महाराष्ट्र की रहने वाली है, अभी वर्तमान लखनऊ में रहती है वो। उनके साथ 4 लोग ब्राज़ील के थे जो वहाँ के नागरिक थे, उनका पासपोर्ट वीज़ा भी हम लोगों ने देखा और उसमें एक पास्टर या पादरी था उसमें। इन लोगों ने कल संडे को उस गांव में एक धार्मिक कार्यक्रम आयोजित किया था। आरोप है कि इन लोगों ने वहाँ के जो भोले भाले लोग थे उनको लालच या प्रलोभन से भ्रमित करने का प्रयास किया है।
All right, so what we know so far in this particular case is that there was a large-scale event that was organized in Sitapur in Uttar Pradesh, where it appears that over 400 people were at this event. It seemed to be a large conversion event that was organized, and 4 people have been arrested. 4 of these who have been arrested, we believe, are Brazilian nationals.
Glória ao Senhor, aleluia, glória ao Senhor, aleluia, glória ao Senhor.
Now, following the submission of the interim report on illegal encroachments to the Assam Chief Minister, the eviction drive to clear encroached areas in Assam's Nagaon district was launched on Monday amidst tight security. The drive, in which over 600 security personnel were deployed, began early in the morning and was successfully carried out through the day.
few weeks back, we exposed a stinging reality that was brushed under the carpet by other media networks. The story of Assam, which faced massive encroachment menace, reports mentioned that around 7,504 bighas of lands belonging to 303 satraps of the state are under encroachment. Today, it is Republic impact that the Assam government walked the talk and launched a massive eviction drive in Nagaon.
Many of them had already vacated the encroached land. However, there were 72 such structures which were not vacated, and today the demolition of such structures continue as this eviction drives is underway.
The opposition, however, does not seem quite happy with this fact and has politicized the anti-encroachment drive. But what is it that is actually bothering the opposition?
You are watching Republic TV, and still to come on the Morning Express, Smriti Irani hits back at the Congress party, dares Rahul Gandhi to contest in Amethi and not run to the other seats. After Meghalaya, and fighting intensifies in Telangana, Congress 13 members quit their posts.
आज तबीयत ठीक नहीं लग रही, तुम ही सब काम निपटा दो ना। अरे टेंशन किस बात की? सेंचुरी MDF का लो एमिशन प्रीमियम प्लस है ना, हायर डेंसिटी है, वाटर रेजिस्टेंट भी है, यानी ये है जहाँ नो टेंशन वहाँ।
लो एमिशन प्रीमियम प्लस बाय सेंचुरी प्रोवुड।
ऑलराउंडर हम भी हैं। और तुम्हारा किचन? कभी स्टेन्स, कभी जर्म्स, तो कभी पानी। आपकी किचन और बाथरूम्स को चाहिए MYK लेटिक्रीट SP100, टाइल जॉइंट का ऑलराउंडर। MYK लेटिक्रीट SP100, जोड़ हो तो ऐसा।
Just yesterday, Munmun handed a phone to a random person to get her DP clicked for the 5th time this year, and her phone got stolen again. But Munmun's over the moon because JioMart's grand finale sale is offering up to 80% off on everything. So no matter how your year's been, the ending will be smashing.
उठो, जागो, दौड़ो तुम, डायबिटीज को रोको तुम।
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Pass. बॉल।
खट्टे मीठे घूंट कटक के ले तू दिल को ठूस, just let loose, limonata, just let loose.
Volkswagen Tiguan, India's safest SUVW. Volkswagen.
एक दिन मैं सोते सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ। पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने। मेरा दोस्त है, वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है। घोस्ट को कैसे पता मैं अंधेरे से डरता हूँ? घोस्ट मेरा दोस्त है। मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं। जैसे हैवेल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं, ना आग पकड़े ना जहरीली गैस छोड़े, वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर।
The Border Roads Organisation, along the line of actual control, has engaged in a major infrastructural development work along with bordering areas. Now, the government has planned to connect all bordering villages of Arunachal Pradesh with good roads. 2 important tunnels are also under works, which will become the game changer for Indian security forces. In Telangana's Sarur Nagar, students of a government junior college staged a protest demanding the education minister and the government provide proper toilet facilities in the college. 5 MLAs of the BRS party held a meeting at the BRS MLA Mainamampalli Hanumantha Rao's residence. The MLAs alleged that the minister Malla Reddy is providing jobs to people of his area while neglecting others. A couple has been arrested for mass conversion, including 4 Brazilians. About 200 people were involved in propagation of Christianity. The police has arrested them and has seized passports of these Brazilians. The BJP will be holding their parliamentary party meeting this morning. The main issue of the party will be deciding the strategy for the remaining winter session. 3 Allahabad University students were injured and 2 motorcycles set ablaze during clashes between students agitating for rollback of the fee hike and security personnel at the campus. Student leaders said that the varsity administration is intent on suppressing the students' movement instead of solving their grievances. An encounter broke out between terrorists and security forces in the Manjmarg area of Shopian. The terrorists were trapped and all of them have now been killed in the encounter. Coming up on the Morning Express on Republic TV, the BJP will be holding a parliamentary party meeting at 9:30. Today's strategy for the remaining winter session is on agenda. And the NIS charge sheet says radicals linked to the Tablighi Jamaat killed Amravati's pharmacist Kolhe to avenge the alleged dishonor of the Prophet.
आज तबीयत ठीक नहीं लग रही, तुम ही सब काम निपटा दो ना। अरे टेंशन किस बात की? सेंचुरी एमडीएफ का लो एमिशन प्रीमियम प्लस है ना, हायर डेंसिटी है, वाटर रेजिस्टेंट भी है, यानी ये है जहाँ नो टेंशन वहाँ।
Low emission premium plus by Century ProWood.
Tonight, a murder will be committed. If anyone can name the killer, that person wins our game.
This is truly delightful. There has been a murder. For one person, this is not a game. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again.
You must be really great at clues.
I'm very bad at dumb things.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amritkal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharti Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
अगर मिठाई जंक फूड से है यारी, तो डायबिटीज की कर लो तैयारी।
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
बैंगन भरते का सारा सामान ऑर्डर कर दिया, बैंगन ही ऑर्डर करना भूल गया।
बैंगन भी ऑर्डर कर दूं?
सिर्फ एक बैंगन देने कौन आएगा?
जियो मार्ट सिर्फ एक आइटम भी फ्री डिलीवर करता है।
छोटा या बहुत छोटा, जियो मार्ट करता है हर ऑर्डर फ्री होम डिलीवर। जियो मार्ट, हर घर का मार्ट।
Invest once and enjoy guaranteed maturity with life cover with LIC's Dhan Varsha, a single premium plan for your family's security and prosperity.
Chinese, Indian, Italian, all-rounder, हम भी हैं।
और तुम्हारा किचन?
किचन
इस पे भी कभी बाउंसर आता है, कभी गूगली तो कभी यॉर्कर।
मतलब
कभी स्टेन्स, कभी जर्म्स तो कभी पानी। आपकी किचन और बाथरूम्स को चाहिए MYK लेटीक्रीट SP100, टाइल जॉइंट का ऑलराउंडर। MYK लेटीक्रीट SP100, जोड़ हो तो ऐसा।
The Income Tax Department is conducting raids in Mohali. Now, these raids are being conducted at various locations, and we are given to understand that the focus perhaps of some of these raids are Punjabi singers who are under the scanner of the Income Tax Department. Now, pictures on your screen are from Mohali, where some of these raids are being conducted. Amandeep is reporting on this from Chandigarh. Amandeep, good morning. Amandeep, now since Sindhu Moosewala's murder case, of course, there have been financial transactions of various Punjabi singers which have also been under the lens, and we are given to understand perhaps these raids are connected to that. Can you tell us more?
Well, absolutely, Nupur. The point is that Ranjit Bawa and Kanwar Garewal, they both were very active during the farmers' agitation, and they both were very active even the other activities regarding to the social elements. And in fact, now the IT is trying to probe from where they are getting the money, what is the source of the money, and even if they are paying the tax of the entire money, just because some of the time these singers deal with the cash, and in fact they hold the live shows apart from their recording songs, and in fact those live shows are being through their bank account transactions, or they are getting the cash. This is the point of the investigation, and that is the reason Ranjit Bawa and Kanwar Garewal, both the residences were raided by income tax. And in fact, Nupur, that is a fact. After Sidhu Moosewala killed, multiple agencies were probing the role of these singers regarding their financial transactions, regarding their connections with the gangsters. Earlier, we have seen that how the NIA have carried out raid at several residences, and even the Punjab police has also questioned the two Punjabi singers, Mankira Tolak and Babu Maan, into the Sidhu Moosewala murder case. And now IT has pitched into the scene, and now carrying out the searches at the residence of Ranjit Bawa and Kanwar Garewal. Both are very active Punjabi singers. They're very popular Punjabi singers. And let's wait and watch. Either they will be able to justify their income, or there are certain kind of discrepancies. Just because the raid is conducted, started from yesterday and over the night. The visuals on our screen is that they are the IT officials are getting the mattresses to stay over the night at the residence of Ranjit Bawa and Kanwar Garewal, so that raids remain continued. And in fact, this is a very big, that almost over 24 hours the raid is being carried out at these residences, and even they are trying to search the income source and the tax paid from these Punjabi singers. That is there any discrepancy between the income and and the tax, and either they are onto the regular thing. So this is the most important thing. Yes, Nupur.
All right, Amandeep, of course, is bringing us the latest on these raids that are being conducted against both singers. Now, Amandeep, what we also wanted to understand from you was that even as Income Tax Department is conducting raids, are they also looking perhaps at financial transactions that could be actually originating in other countries?
Well, absolutely, Nupur, absolutely. Basically, these all Punjabi singers hold shows, live shows in certain other countries as well. And some of them are paid through their bank accounts, but some shows were being paid through the cash as well. And that is the point of investigation of these IT officials. And in fact, if they are getting the cash for their live shows, where either that money was accounted, either the tax has been paid by these singers over that income or not. And even if not, then the case would be definitely registered against it, just because all the Punjabi singers are holding the shows in Canada, US, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, and certain European countries as well. And that is the reason. Some of the time their shows are entirely sponsored, and in fact the entire show was paid through the cash. And this is the linkage. And in fact, they are trying to fetch the data, how many shows they have conducted on record, and how they are getting the money, either cash or through the banks, or either they are paying the tax on that commercial money or not. So this is the point of investigation of Income Tax Department. Yes.
All right, Amandeep Dixit bringing us all those details from Chandigarh. Thank you very much for joining us. As Amandeep, of course, is pointing out, the Income Tax Department is conducting raids at homes and offices of two singers in Chandigarh. We'll, of course, continue to bring you details on it. You are watching Republic TV, and coming up next, Smriti Irani hits back at the Congress party, dares Rahul Gandhi to contest in Amethi and not run to other constituencies. And the BJP will be holding a parliamentary party meeting at 9:30 this morning. The agenda is the rest of the winter session of Parliament.
Powered by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally. Tata Capital, Palak Jhapkao, Loan Pao. Century ProWood MDF, the wood of the future. Driven by Hyundai Service, AC care nowhere.
5 lakhs.
लोन चाहिए तो पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए. लोन सही मिलेगा यहीं.
Guys, just 1 second. Choosing a car for my mom.
What? Online car shopping? Wow, that's so cool, yeah.
शाहरुख ने बताया.
Wait up. Booking a car service.
From here.
क्यों? तुझे शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया?
इसने पूछा ही नहीं. There's so much more जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया. It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
झाके रे झाके झरोके से झाके देख के दंग है छोटे बड़े सारे झाके रे झाके फ्यूचर को ये ताके तरक्की को टुक टुक हर कोई ताके झाके रे झाके.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है. तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो. एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है.
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना. लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में.
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है. इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है. वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं.
बात में तो दम है.
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है.
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ.
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं.
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं. एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है.
Life will test you. It will turn your world upside down. Again. And again. And again. The only way to hit back is to stand up. Stand up every time. And say, I'm not done.
The headlines at 9 this morning. Days after Amravati hate killing, NIA exposes larger conspiracy. Says aim was to strike terror. NIA makes big revelation. Says radicals linked to Tablighi Jamaat killed Kolhe to avenge alleged dishonor of the Prophet. After Meghalaya, infighting intensifies in Telangana Congress. 13 members quit their posts. Vadra Congress back at it. Insult Prime Minister again. Call him a chuha. BJP hits out. Four Brazilian nationals arrested in Uttar Pradesh over mass conversion charges in Sitapur. Hello and welcome. You're watching Live and Breaking on Republic TV. I'm Rukma with you. And even as we speak, that's breaking news coming in right at the beginning of this bulletin. As the Vadra Congress insult politics continue, Congress president in a latest attack, that's Mallikarjun Kharge, in a latest attack has called Prime Minister Modi a mouse. The BJP has now hit back, saying the Congress party is back to doing what it does best, and that is attacking constitutional institutions.
मोदी जी और चाइना के प्राइम मिनिस्टर मिले, झूले में बैठ के खेले, सब कुछ हुआ, लेकिन ये क्यों हो रहा फिर रोज? गलवान में हुआ, डोकलाम में हुआ, आज फिर ताइवान में हो रहा। ये सारी चीजें चल रही है, फिर भी अगर कोई पूछते हैं चर्चा करो तो चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार नहीं। मैं आज फिर सदन में ये उठाया था 11 बजे इधर आने से पहले। मैं कहा हम कुछ नहीं, सदन में जो बॉर्डर इश्यू है, चाइना आज जो आक्रमण कर रहा है, उसके बारे में हम चर्चा चाहते हैं, दूसरा कुछ नहीं। लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है। हम कह रहे हैं उनको, भाई हम सदन में बात करना चाहते हैं, लोकसभा में, राज्यसभा में हम नोटिस देते हैं, नोटिस देने के बावजूद भी वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं। आज तो मुझे ताजुब लगा।
Congress party is back to doing what it does best. That is, in their hatred for one person, they keep attacking the constitutional institutions, including the armed forces. After saying army pit ke aage Arunachal Pradesh mein by Rahul Gandhi, now Mallikarjun Kharge ji has compared Prime Minister Modi to chuha. He has said ki Pradhan Mantri Modi chuhe ke jaise hain. This is the same Congress party which has called Prime Minister Ravan, Bhasmasur, औकात दिखा देंगे. They also said हत्या के लिए तत्पर रहना चाहिए प्रधानमंत्री की, and now they have once again attacked him. Time and again they have used bad words and insulting words for the Prime Minister. More than 80 such bad words have been used for the Prime Minister, his family, for people of Gujarat and for the people of India. But now, at a time when one should be condemning China and should be standing with the armed forces, should be standing with the country, the Congress party is once again attacking the constitutional institutions, it is attacking the armed forces, but it is unwilling to attack China. This is why INC does not mean Indian National Congress, it means I need Chinese MOU, I need Chinese money, and I need Chinese propaganda. Time and again doubting the bravery and the valor of our forces, undermining our constitutional institutions, but attacking the Prime Minister, but not saying a word against China.
And joining us now is our correspondent, Piyush Mishra, to take us through this latest development as far as the Congress is concerned. Clearly, the Congress continuing with its insult politics. It has now referred to the Prime Minister as chuha. The BJP, of course, has hit back. Piyush, if you can hear me, give us more context into this. We believe that it's the Congress politics that's continuing, insult politics that's continuing. Now, referring to Prime Minister as a chooha.
Well, absolutely, Rukma, that is a very unfortunate statement coming in from Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. Remember that he was speaking about the discussion on China inside the Parliament, where he compared the Prime Minister with chooha. This is not the first time when we are seeing such statements coming in from the Congress leaders. During the course of campaigning for Gujarat elections, at the time also, Mallikarjun Kharge had used the words like Raman for PM Narendra Modi, and this time he is now calling him chooha. And he was basically saying this, highlighting that the opposition is not being allowed to have discussion over the China issue on the floor of the House. The point here is that when the Defence Minister has already made a thorough statement on the entire incident, why opposition needs a debate? This is what the government is now asking from the Congress party. Yesterday, Piyush Goyal had also come out and had slammed Congress and also political parties are saying that there's no need of any kind of discussion on this when the statement has been made on the entire incident. In fact, Piyush Goyal also highlighted that one should, in fact, all the political parties should speak in unison as far as security forces are concerned. Not only Piyush Goyal, as Shankar had also Rahul Gandhi for using the words like pitai for our armed forces. So we are seeing as to how every day Congress party leaders are stooping down to a new low, and this time Mallikarjun Kharge has once again used derogatory words against Prime Minister. This is not the first time we are seeing any Congress leader coming out and using such words against Prime Minister. Earlier also during the course of campaigning it has happened. It was basically started by the likes of Manish Shankar Iyer, where he once called the Prime Minister a Neech Aadmi, and that happened exactly 5 years back in 2017 when the campaigning for Gujarat elections were going on. So this certainly shows as to how the kind of derogatory words are being used by Congress party, and time and again we have seen this being used. A few days back, a Congress leader from Madhya Pradesh had used the words, had used derogatory words against Prime Minister, and he had said that if one has to save the constitution, then we should be ready for killing of Prime Minister. So multiple times these incidents have taken place, but we have seen Congress party not taking actions as far as these statements are concerned. And now when Mallikarjun Kharge is setting an example, then what about the other party leaders, we do not know. But Mallikarjun Kharge was talking about the issue of discussion on the floor of the House on China, where he used the words like chooha for Prime Minister. BJP is certainly going to raise today in Parliament. It's the today it's the BJP's Parliamentary Party meet, which will take place at 9:30 a.m. in few minutes from now. Before that, we can expect BJP to raise this matter not only inside the Parliament but also the outside the Parliament, where they will seek once again answers from the Congress party. We'll have to wait and watch how the Congress leaders are going to react on this, or if Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi will come out and speak on this, or if they ask Mallikarjun Kharge to retract this statement, because at the end of the day, it's the Gandhis who are leading the entire...
Right, Piyush, we'll be coming back to you, because at this point I'm joined by Sardar R.P. Singh, BJP spokesperson. Sardar R.P. Singh, many thanks for speaking with us. The Congress now insulting the Prime Minister, saying he is a chooha, referring to him as a chooha, while this would shock the entire nation. What do you feel? Does Mallikarjun Kharge, are these comments supported by, the High Command? He being the president, but would you say that it's supported by, Rahul Gandhi, by Priyanka Gandhi, by Sonia Gandhi, and so on?
Well, nothing happens there beyond the dynasty, and everything is decided and happens because of the dictate of the dynasty. That's one part. But do you remember Marshal Fali, the Air Force chief at the time of 26/11? He requested then Prime Minister Marshal Fali Major, Air Force chief, then requested Prime Minister after 26/11 that allows to attack Pakistan. But then Prime Minister refused to give him the permission. So let him decide who is the chooha. Whereas our Prime Minister has attacked Balakot, has done surgical strikes, has reverted back whenever required and has given free hand to the army, whereas at that time army was never given a free hand. So they have to decide, and then people know about it. So, but the language which has been used is below the belt and is not holding the people in public life, because this is ongoingly such words are being used by the Congress leaders, including Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi himself.
Right, sir. When we talk about, the BJP's response to this, it's clear that what we are hearing from our sources is that, the Congress is aiming for a debate in the House. And Sardar R.P. Singh there speaking on the issue of Mallikarjun Kharge, chief of the Congress party, referring to the Prime Minister as a Chuha in a latest comment. Back-to-back insults by the Congress and joining us now is Anila Singh. And Anila, when we talk about the Congress, how do you look at this? Can we call it a latest trend? Because, we've also heard about these kind of comments coming in from Congress leaders before as well during the course of the campaigning. Would you say that, it's an insult not only to our army at a time when the entire nation should be united? That's one aspect of it. But even during campaigning, the kind of words that they use for the Prime Minister, even they, they do not stop even when it is, a female, as long as she belongs to a rival party. But in this instance, we're talking about the comments about the Prime Minister, referring to the Prime Minister as Chuha. Your reaction? Anila Singh, can you hear me, ma'am?
Am I audible?
Yes, right now you are, ma'am. Please continue. Your reactions.
For Narendra Modi ji, it is not an insult towards him at all. Rather, I will thank him that he compared Narendra Modi ji with mouse, because he doesn't understand the importance of mouse in our Hindu religion. Mouse is the vehicle of Shri Ganesh ji, Bhagwan Ganesh ji. But time and again they have been insulting our religion, Sanatan, Hindu religion. So this is what Mr. Kharge tried to do it. He compared Narendra Modi ji with mouse, but I will say, in a way, he gave some sort of honor to Narendra Modi ji. So if he thinks that mouse means some meek person, then he must be thinking about his own leader, Rahul Gandhi, who doesn't have any understanding of our religion. He doesn't have any understanding of nation. He doesn't have any understanding of nationalism. So if he thinks that mouse means a meek person, then perhaps he's talking about Rahul Gandhi. But if he compared Narendra Modi ji with mouse, then for me at least, it is a very auspicious comparison. And this is what Narendra Modi ji is doing. He's taking our country ahead in a prosperous way. So the political party, Indian National Congress, has totally become Indian National Confused Party. They are insulting Lord Ganesh. They are not insulting Narendra Modi ji. Narendra Modi ji is beyond all these things. He is a fakir. He is working for the country. But yes, if they are trying to compare mouse with something meek, and then they are insulting our religion, Hindu religion, this is what Congress party had been doing time and again, and again they have insulted Bhagwan Ganesh, because mouse is the vehicle of Shri Ganesh.
Well, many thanks for Anilaji for speaking with Republic TV, and joining us now is Harish Khurana of the BJP. Mr. Khurana, your reaction to the Chuha comment made by Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge. Are we seeing the Congress stooping to a new low? Your reactions? Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge referring to Prime Minister Modi as Chuha in the latest in a series of insults at the Congress party. In fact, the Congress chief himself has been seen to be levelling against Prime Minister Modi. The BJP has hit back. We're trying, even as you know, this latest news that's breaking now, and the BJP has hit back even as the Congress insists on dragging out the Tawang issue. We have with us Harish Khurana once again. Mr. Khurana, your reaction to this latest comment. Mallikarjun Kharge referring to the Prime Minister as Chuha. It's shocked the entire country.
The language which is used by Mallikarjun Kharge is a Congress president. He's not a small worker of Congress. He's a Congress president and using this kind of language for a Prime Minister. This shows what Congress thinks for the Prime Minister of India. You're insulting the Prime Minister. You're not insulting any other leader. Point. This is not acceptable at all. One day you insult army people. Second day you insult Prime Minister of India. I mean, you never speak a word on what is happening when a Foreign Minister of Pakistan insulted Indian Prime Minister. You never utter a word. This shows what kind of hatred you have towards Narendra Modi ji. Point is this, and this is not for the first time. Congress has become the habitual offender of insulting the Prime Minister and Modi. They are the habitual offender right now. So we condemn it, and we want an apology from Mallikarjun Kharge ji to immediately seek an apology for that, because it's not acceptable from any politician at all for the Prime Minister of India. Hello?
Many thanks, Mr. Khurana, for joining us this morning. And BJP soundly condemns the derogatory remark made by Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge against the Prime Minister.
इसी तरह की भूमिका उन्होंने रखी है, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि भाई बीजेपी के कई लोगों ने ये संघर्ष किया है, बीजेपी के कई लोग जेल में चले गए हैं, और आप लोग जानते हैं कि जब इंदिरा गांधी जी ने इमरजेंसी लगाई थी तब हजारों बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ता जेल में चले गए थे। तो मुझे लगता है कि और आज़ादी के आंदोलन में भी अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी है, ऐसे कई नेता जो है, इनका भी योगदान मतलब अपने आज़ादी के लिए रहा है। तो इसीलिए इनके घर में कोई कुत्ता भी नहीं मरा, इसी तरह की बात करना ठीक नहीं है। ये कांग्रेस पार्टी के अध्यक्ष को शोभा नहीं देता है। तो मुझे लगता है कि भाई इसी तरह की बातें करना हमें मंजूर नहीं है, और खरगे जी के बयान से हम सहमत नहीं है।
In other top stories that we're tracking, the border road organizations along with the line of actual control are engaged in a major infrastructural development work along border areas. The government has planned to connect all bordering villages of Arunachal Pradesh with good roads. 2 important tunnels are also under the works, which will become the game changer for our security forces. In Telangana, Sarur Nagar, students of a government junior college staged a protest demanding that Education Minister and the government provide proper toilet facilities in the college. Five MLAs of the BRS held a meeting at BRS MLA Mainampalli Hanumantha Rao's residence. The MLAs are alleging that Minister Malla Reddy is providing jobs to people of his area while neglecting others. A couple was arrested for mass conversion, including this includes 4 Brazilians. About 200 people were involved in the propagation of Christianity. Police have arrested them and have seized passports of the Brazilians. The BJP is to hold a parliamentary party meeting today. In a short while from now, the main issue of the party meet will be deciding the strategy for the remaining winter session. Three Allahabad University students were injured and 2 motorcycles were set ablaze in clashes between students agitating for the rollback of a fee hike in the university and security personnel at the campus. A student leader said that the varsity administration is intent on suppressing the students' movement instead of solving their grievances. An encounter broke out between terrorists and security forces in Manjmarg area in Shopia district. 3 terrorists were trapped and all have been shot dead in the encounter since reports last came in. Breaking news coming in now from Uttar Pradesh's Allahabad. In a latest update in the Allahabad University violence in the clashes that took place, a case has been registered at Colonelganj police station in Prayagraj against 43 guards now on the basis of a complaint by student leader Vivekanand Pathak. Student leader Vivekanand Pathak, who had earlier approached authorities, has now his approach has led to the filing of a case in the Allahabad University violence, which broke out over a fee hike in the university, leading to clashes. As you can see in those visuals, there was heavy police deployment in order to ensure that peace was maintained. A scuffle, in fact, the clashes broke out between students, protesting students, and security guards in the university campus. And Vivek joining us, my colleague Vivek joining us with all the updates on this. Vivek, we believe in the latest development, a case has now been filed on at the behest of the student leader there. But give us a sense of the entire situation. Is it under control? Are police deployed? Also, more details of the case that has been filed.
देखिए, अभी की स्थिति की बात की जाए तो स्थिति पूरी तरीके से कल शाम से ही कंट्रोल में है। और आपको बताऊं कि कल जिस तरीके से जो बवाल हुआ, उसके बाद जो छात्र नेता विवेकानंद पाठक हैं, उनकी तहरीर पर कर्नलगंज थाने में मारपीट करने वाले जो गार्ड हैं उनके
कि ये अमृत जनरेशन किस बुलंद नींव पर 100 वर्ष आजादी के मनाएगा, आज उसी बुलंद नींव के कुछ उदाहरण आपके सम्मुख प्रस्तुत करना चाहती हूं। भारत विश्व में 3rd लार्जेस्ट इकोसिस्टम रखता है स्टार्टअप का। 650 से ज्यादा जिलों में 80,000 से ज्यादा स्टार्टअप्स, 100 से ज्यादा यूनिकॉर्न्स, जिनकी टोटल वैल्यू $330 बिलियन से भी ज्यादा है। ये इस बात का संकेत है कि हिंदुस्तान की युवा पीढ़ी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की दुनिया में हिंदुस्तान का परचम कैसे लहरा रहा है। एक कुशल राष्ट्र की रचना के लिए, एक समृद्ध राष्ट्र की रचना के लिए युवा पीढ़ी के कौशल का विकास हो, यही नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार का संकल्प है। 1 करोड़ से भी ज्यादा स्किल्ड, कौशल युक्त युवा पीढ़ी, ये ही अमृत जनरेशन है जो हिंदुस्तान के 100 साल की आजादी के पूर्ण होने पर आगामी पीढ़ियों के लिए मार्ग प्रशस्त करेगा। ये भी कहना उचित है कि शिक्षा ही वो अस्त्र है जो एक निर्भीक हिंदुस्तानी को इतना सामर्थ्य देता है कि वो न सिर्फ अपने और अपनों का बल्कि समाज कल्याण में भी अपनी ओर से सहयोग दे सके, भविष्य को उज्जवल कर सके। आज उस युवा पीढ़ी के शैक्षिक अधिकारों के दृष्टिकोण से भारत सरकार द्वारा संचालित नई शिक्षा नीति अपने आप में इस बात का प्रमाण है कि विविध भारतीय भाषाओं में हमारे देश का गौरव हमारी नौजवान पीढ़ी को, चाहे वो जेंडर इंक्लूजन फंड हो, चाहे वो साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी हो, चाहे वो मेडिकल एजुकेशन हो, चाहे 7 से ज्यादा IIT IIMs का स्थापना हो, अथवा मेडिकल कॉलेजेस की संख्या का बढ़कर 22 हो जाना हो, ये इस बात का संकेत है कि भारत सरकार, मोदी सरकार अमृत जेनरेशन के शैक्षिक अधिकारों के संरक्षण के लिए, वृद्धि के लिए किस तरह से समर्पित है। हाल ही में पूरे देश ने देखा कैसे हमारी महिला हॉकी टीम ने राष्ट्र का एक बार फिर गौरव बढ़ाया। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी ने देश भर में 1000 से ज्यादा खेलो इंडिया सेंटर्स की स्थापना के माध्यम से स्पोर्ट्स के इस कौशल को आगे बढ़ाने में अभूतपूर्व योगदान दिया है। मोदी सरकार के टॉप स्कीम के चलते आज 300 से भी ज्यादा खिलाड़ी जो इस स्कीम का अभिन्न अंग है, आगामी 8 वर्ष तक सालाना 5 लाख रुपए की सुविधा पा रहे हैं, ताकि उनके स्पोर्टिंग स्किल को भारत सरकार सहयोग दे सके। इसी सहयोग के चलते आप सब ने देखा भारत का ओलंपिक्स में प्रदर्शन, जब हिंदुस्तान के इतिहास का पहला गोल्ड मेडल एथलेटिक्स में हिंदुस्तान ने प्राप्त किया। मात्र यही नहीं बल्कि पैरा ओलंपिक्स में 19 मेडल्स इस बात का संकेत है कि हमारे दिव्यांग नौजवान भी अपने हुनर को प्रस्तुत करके राष्ट्र का सम्मान बढ़ा सकते हैं। मैं पुनः अमृत जेनरेशन से आह्वान करती हूं कि आगामी 25 वर्ष, चाहे वो शिक्षा हो, चाहे वो स्पोर्ट्स हो, चाहे वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, चाहे वो टेक्नोलॉजी हो, अथवा समाज के भिन्न समुदायों को एकत्र कर दिव्यांगजनों सहित भारत के नवनिर्माण में आपकी भूमिका हो, मोदी सरकार इस देश के नौजवानों को सशक्त कर बुलंद भारत बनाने के लिए अग्रसर थी, अग्रसर है, अग्रसर रहेगी। धन्यवाद।
Is the Modi government's commitment towards building a strong and independent India that has led to the success of Indian startups that have contributed greatly to India's growth, both economically and otherwise. She stressed on the importance of education as building a strong and independent society. Also referred to India's immense success in sporting events, not just within the country, but across the world as a result of the Khelo India campaign.
Powered by Century Ply, आग से बचाए। ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India Limited, smarter steels, brighter futures. HDFC Life, सर उठा के जियो।
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ Century Ply Club Prime, आग से बचाए।
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
You know it's only a drill, and yet you train like it is the real thing. Because one day, at a second's notice, it will be. One day, you'll come together as an invincible team. And every second you save will be a life saved. The Indian Air Force is looking for an exceptional team. A team that is truly a cut above.
Join the Indian Air Force to be a cut above.
उठो, जागो, दौड़ो तुम. डायबिटीज को रोको तुम.
Get Beto's Diabetes Care Program with a free glucometer and expert advice. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Inspired by our today, we design your tomorrow. Some said electric is the future. We said, why stop there? At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.
Yeah, Ajay, look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes, if we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jeevan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow. But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jeevan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC.
LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
एक दिन मैं सोते-सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ. पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने. वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है. मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं. जैसे हैवेल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं. ना आग पकड़े, ना जहरीली गैस छोड़े. वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर.
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ. मैच का आखिरी बॉल, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का.
छक्का नहीं, टूटा. आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MY के लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव. फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल ना टूटेगा ना छूटेगा.
Days after the Amravati hate killing, the NIA exposes a larger conspiracy, says aim was to strike terror. The NIA makes a big revolution, says the radicals linked to the Tablighi Jamaat killed Kole to avenge alleged dishonor of the Prophet. After Meghalaya infighting intensified in Telangana, Congress 13 members quit posts.
लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है. बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है वो सिर्फ आप देखेंगे तो चूहे के जैसा है.
The Congress party, back at it, insults the Prime Minister, calls him a chuha. The BJP hits out. 4 Brazilian nationals are arrested in Uttar Pradesh over mass conversion charges in Sitapur. Good morning and thank you very much for staying with us on Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. Now, the National Investigation Agency has filed a charge sheet against 11 accused in connection with the murder of the Amravati-based chemist Umesh Kole in June. The men have been booked under charges including murder, all of them under the Indian Penal Code and relevant sections of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. We're given to understand that the NIA in its charge sheet has said that the conspiracy to Kole actually began with one of the accused, Yusuf Khan, a vet, circulating a message that Kole had posted on one of the groups, Black Freedom, on the 14th of June. Now, the men are suspected of killing Umesh Kole, and according to the NIA, they were radicalized members of the Tablighi Jamaat and were instigated by the activist Irfan Khan and a Maulvi. Now, in its charge sheet, the National Investigation Agency, in fact, has detailed the conspiracy, as well as going on to then detail the night of the hacking that was on, of course, the 21st June, I think, when he was killed. Now, what we are given to understand is that Kole's son and wife were actually traveling on a different vehicle, but they could not save him. Now, there were two attempts, we are given to understand, that were made to kill Kole. There was the first one which did not succeed, and thereafter, of course, that unfortunate killing where he was hacked to death by 3 men on a bike. So, according to the NIA right now, in its charge sheet that has been filed on Friday against the 11 accused, the federal agency has said that the radicalized Islamist of the Tablighi Jamaat committed murder of Umesh Kole. So, that's what we are learning right now, of course. All right, joining us on the phone line is Mr. Kulkarni. He's a BJP leader from Amravati who first demanded an NIA inquiry into the matter. Mr. Kulkarni, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Now, Mr. Kulkarni, in this particular FIR that has been filed by the NIA, it does appear that the NIA believes that there was a larger conspiracy at play and that members of the Tablighi Jamaat were involved, and you, in fact, raised this issue the first time.
जब ये उमेश कोल्ले जी की घटना अमरावती में हुई, उस समय महाराष्ट्र में उद्धव ठाकरे जी के नेतृत्व में महाविकास आघाड़ी का सरकार था और ये सरकार के दबाव में अमरावती की पुलिस इस घटना को दबाना चाहती थी। मैं तथ्यों के साथ बार-बार पुलिस की तरफ मांग कर रहा था कि उमेश कोल्ले जी की जो हत्या हुई, यह हत्या यह नुपुर शर्मा के समर्थन में पोस्ट की, इसलिए सर तन से जुदा इस घोषणा के अंतर्गत यह हत्या हुई है। तो अमरावती की पुलिस मानने को तैयार नहीं थी, उल्टा मुझे नोटिस दिया गया था कि इस तरह के वक्तव्य अगर आप करोगे तो आपके ऊपर कार्रवाई की जाएगी। लेकिन मैं सभी तथ्यों के साथ बार बार मांग कर रहा था, एनआईए की भी मैंने मांग की थी। इसके लिए बहुत बड़ी पृष्ठभूमि है, क्योंकि इसके पूर्व 12 नवंबर को रजा अकादमी ने जो मोर्चा निकाला था उसमें भी हिंसाचार अमरावती में हुआ था। इसके पहले सीए के विरोध में एक मोर्चा निकला था, उसमें भी अमरावती में पथराव हुआ था, पत्थर फेंके गए थे। तो बार बार अमरावती एक सेंटर बनता जा रहा है। अभी भी लव जिहाद का बहुत बड़ा सेंटर अमरावती बना हुआ है। और अगर उमेश कोल्ले के प्रकरण में अमरावती पुलिस और राज्य शासन तत्कालीन उस समय का उद्धव ठाकरे जी का महाविकास आघाड़ी का गवर्नमेंट अगर ये कार्रवाई उचित ढंग से करती थी तो शायद राजस्थान में जो घटना हुई वो नहीं होती थी, क्योंकि देश की पहली घटना ये उमेश कोल्ले जी की है। उजागर बाद में हुई, लेकिन राजस्थान के दर्जी की हत्या के पहले उमेश कोल्ले की हत्या की गई थी। इनके छुपाने की वजह से एजेंडा पर वो विषय नहीं आया। तो मैंने मांग की थी, क्योंकि मुझे अपेक्षा थी कि अमरावती पुलिस तो नहीं कर पाएगी, तो मैंने एनआईए की मांग की थी। अब एनआईए तथ्यों तक पहुंची है, अच्छा काम एनआईए ने किया है, और अभी राज्य में भी जो सरकार है वो सरकार किसी को बख्शने वाली है नहीं। तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि इसमें उमेश कोल्ले जी के मृतात्मा को न्याय मिलेगा, आरोपियों को कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिलेगी।
All right, Mr. Kulkarni from the BJP, thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Kulkarni, right now, of course, giving us details of how all of this had happened. Let's go across on the phone line to Alisha Nair, who's joining us on the phone line right now. Alisha, good morning. Alisha, now the NIA in its charge sheet, of course, seems to suggest that there was a larger conspiracy at play, and also going on to say that there were actually 2 attempts to murder that were made. Alisha, if you can hear me, give us more details of the NIA's charge sheet that has been filed in this particular case. We were learning earlier that the NIA in its charge sheet said that there was a deeper conspiracy at play, and of course also the fact that there were 2 attempts to murder Umesh Kole.
Well, yes, Nupur, it's very important to understand because this National Investigation Agency that has filed a charge sheet against 11 accused and all were booked under IPC 120B, 302, 341, 150, 153 and as well as the provision of Unlawful Activities Act. But what is more important to understand, because in this entire charge sheet where the complete conspiracy, moreover, it was also mentioned that Umesh Kole, who shared a social media post backing Nupur Sharma, was murdered by radicalized Islamic of Tablighi Jamaat to avenge the alleged dishonor of Prophet Muhammad, is what has been mentioned by National important thing that has been mentioned, the conspiracy and of course the investigation that is being conducted by NI. It clearly mentioned that calling it an act of terror by a gang of radicalized men. The NI has clearly mentioned that they wanted to make out an example of the murder which they committed on the grounds that Kole alleged to hurt religion sentiment. So this is what is being mentioned in the National Investigation Agency charge that has been filed before special NI court in which in Umesh Kole Amravati case, because we know that Umesh Kole was killed on 21st of June after he shared a social media post supporting
Right. Alicia, stay with us. Alicia, stay with us. I'm going to come back to you. Ravi Rana also on the phone line with us. Ravi Rana, what we are given to understand is that the NIA believes that there was a larger conspiracy that took place with the killing of Umesh Kole, and there was in fact an earlier attempt also to kill him. Now, this of course goes in line with what several leaders from the BJP and others have also been saying, that there was conspiracy that happened.
नहीं, बिल्कुल उमेश कोल्हे प्रकरण के अंदर जिस तरह से महाराष्ट्र में उद्धव ठाकरे मुख्यमंत्री थे, मोहम्मद पैगंबर की पोस्ट वायरल किया था उमेश कोल्हे जी ने, इसलिए उनकी भर चौक में हत्या की गई। और उस प्रकरण के अंदर जब महाविकास आघाड़ी सरकार महाराष्ट्र में थी, तब उन्होंने उस प्रकरण को दबाने की कोशिश की, उसको रॉबरी में कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश की। जब उद्धव ठाकरे मुख्यमंत्री थे, उसके बाद वहां की सांसद नवनीत राणा ने देश के गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी से बात की, उनको पत्र लिखा कि एनआईए के माध्यम से उसकी जांच होना चाहिए। और एनआईए ने जो 10-12 लोग उसमें पकड़े गए, उसमें साफ हुआ है मोहम्मद पैगंबर की पोस्ट वायरल करने से उमेश कोल्हे जी की हत्या हुई है, ऐसा आरोप पत्र उसमें दाखिल हुआ है। तो मुझे लगता है अगर देश के गृह मंत्री उसमें हस्तक्षेप नहीं करते थे तो इस प्रकरण को उद्धव ठाकरे जी रॉबरी करके उसको बंद कर देते थे। इस प्रकार की महाविकास आघाड़ी की गतियां इस आतंकवादी घटना को दबाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे। और मैं बोलता हूँ आज सबसे बड़ा न्याय कोल्हे परिवार को मिला है। और मोहम्मद पैगंबर के पोस्ट को वायरल करने से अगर उमेश कोल्हे की हत्या हुई है, ऐसा आरोप पत्र दाखिल हुआ है, तो साफ ये होता है कि महाविकास आघाड़ी कहीं न कहीं इन आरोपियों को उद्धव ठाकरे की सरकार बचाने वाली थी। और उसका पूरा पर्दाफाश देश के गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी ने एनआईए के माध्यम से किया है। उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। इन पे कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई होना चाहिए। सांसद नवनीत राणा ने मांग की थी और आज के महीने में उमेश कोल्हे परिवार को न्याय मिला।
All right, Ravi Rana, thank you very much for joining us with your views. Ravi Rana over there, of course, saying that there was an attempt by the police to essentially not look at various angles in this particular case. Well, cutting across to pictures that we are now getting from the national capital, where the Prime Minister and top leaders of the BJP are now heading for a parliamentary party meeting in the national capital. Do remember that the BJP is meeting to devise a strategy for the rest of the winter session of Parliament. The winter session of Parliament, of course, has seen a huge amount of protests, with the opposition parties cornering the government over various issues. Key among them, of course, was the contact that took place between the Indian Army and PLA soldiers at the line of actual control. Let's go across to Piyush Mishra. He has more details on this. Piyush, now, good morning. How is the government looking at being able to contain the opposition's backlash as far as Tawang is concerned, and also give us a sense of how much business the government is looking at being able to transact in this session.
Well, if we talk about this House, what we're now learning is that the House is going to be concluded on 29th of this very month, but also suggesting us that it could commence even before completing its entire tenure because of the weekend and also the Christmas and New Year holidays. But if we talk about the strategy of the government in the House, the government has been stressing about the fact that it has already clarified. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has already clarified and has given a thorough statement on the issue of Tawang. But today's BJP's parliamentary meet is basically focused on the political situation of BJP across the country. Remember that in the last BJP's parliamentary meet, Prime Minister was hailed for BJP's performance in states like Gujarat, Himachal and Delhi. In Gujarat, BJP performed its best ever performance. In Delhi, the performance was done beyond the expectation, and in Himachal, only 1% share, 1% of vote is less than the Congress party. There also the BJP performed. So PM Narendra Modi was hailed by a BJP parliamentary meet during its last meeting. In that particular meeting, Prime Minister had also focused on many issues like G20, the presidency which the country is going to host. Also, he had praised C.R. Patil for the organizational infrastructure work in Gujarat. Today's parliamentary meet is on BJP's political situation and how it is further going to move ahead as far as the elections in other states are concerned. So Prime Minister has reached and more parliamentarians are reaching.
All right. All right, Piyush Mishra bringing us the details of the BJP's parliamentary party meeting that is taking place even as we speak. Thank you for joining us, Piyush. You are with Republic TV and stay with us as we've got a lot coming up. After Meghalaya, infighting intensifies in Telangana. Congress 13 members quit their posts. And 4 Brazilian nationals are arrested in Uttar Pradesh over mass conversion charges in Sitapur.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Why did life test me? Why did it try to crush me, shake me, break me? Why me? Because it knew if I could take this test, I could take anything and say, that was easy.
Volkswagen Tygoon, India's safest SUVW. Volkswagen.
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं, एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
Ladies and gentlemen, you expected the puzzle, but for a law person, this is not a game. Explain it to us, detective.
Always!
Everyone is in danger.
All right, when's the murder mystery start?
And here's a quick look at what else is making news this morning. The Border Roads Organisation, along with the Line of Actual Control, has engaged in a major infrastructure development work in the area. The government has planned to connect all the bordering villages of Arunachal Pradesh with good roads. 2 important tunnels are also under work, which will become the game changer for the Indian security services. In Telangana's Sarur Nagar, students of a government junior college staged protest demanding the education minister and the government to provide proper toilet facilities in college. 5 MLAs of the BRS party held a meeting at the BRS MLA Hanumantha Rao's residence. The MLAs alleged that the minister Malla Reddy is providing jobs to people of his own constituency while neglecting others. A couple has been arrested for mass conversion. Those arrested include 4 Brazilians. About 200 people were involved in the propagation of Christianity. The police has arrested them and has seized passports of these Brazilians. The BJP is to hold their parliamentary party meeting this morning. In fact, that meeting is going on even as we speak. Now, the main issue that the party is discussing about is the strategy for the remaining winter session of Parliament. 3 Allahabad University students were injured and 2 motorcycles set ablaze during clashes between students agitating for the rollback of a fee hike and security personnel at the campus. A student leader said that the varsity administration is intent on suppressing students' movement instead of solving their grievances. An encounter broke out between terrorists and security forces in the Manjmarg area of Shopian. 3 terrorists were trapped in a house and were later eliminated. This is Republic TV, and coming up next, the NIA makes a big revolution, says radicals linked to the Tablighi Jamaat killed Kole to avenge alleged dishonor of the Prophet.
लेकिन वो चर्चा के लिए तैयार नहीं है। बाहर तो शेर के जैसा बात करते हैं, लेकिन उनका जो चलना है